for someone getting into crypto now or even involved in crypto now, what are your kind of core principles for one, picking the assets you're going to trade or invest in? And then also, two, once you have that set of assets, how do you diversify?
Sure. In terms of picking the assets and getting involved in crypto at all, go slow. Go slow. There's no rush. I know you might think there's a rush. There's no rush. There's almost never a rush in this market. So take your time, figure out what's actually going on, right? Don't just rush in and start buying a bunch of dog coins and stuff like that. Actually try to assess your risk levels, right? If you're a dude who's 20 and you have 10,000 bucks, your risk levels are going to be way different than a guy who's 60 and has a few $100,000 might want to invest in this market, right? That guy's probably just going to stick to Bitcoin and Ethereum and dollar cost average in over a 5-year time period versus the 20-year-old guy like, yeah, go buy 10 meme coins and good luck, right? So very different depending on where you are in your life stage and your investing cycle and all this sort of stuff. So look, if you're just trading the markets, there's a lot of high market cap assets that have great liquidity and you can have a lot of great opportunities on, right? Nice clean charts, all that kind of stuff, whether it be Solana or Avalanche or whatever else, Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? If you're looking for making high risk, high reward asymmetric bets on buying cheap altcoins, there's a lot of opportunity there too, but also a lot of opportunity for massive loss, right? So you don't need probably more than 10 coins to do well in this market if you're building a portfolio. But you have to understand when building that portfolio, you need to be flexible. You need to be willing to take profits when the time comes. If you're going to be chasing narratives, you need to actually get out before the narrative finishes, stuff like that.
Are there any particular narratives that you're looking at right now?
I think right now, no, not particularly. I mean, look, whatever's happening on Solana is big. Whatever's happening on Base is big. Those are two sort of meta narratives for this cycle that are worth paying attention to continually. Coins on Base like Aerodrome or Brett are very interesting. I own both those, by the way. Coins on Solana, whether you're buying Solana asset itself or whether you're buying something like Jupiter, which I own, which is the biggest decentralized exchange over there, decentralized exchange aggregator technically. But anyway, those are looking at that big ecosystem in terms of sort of like an AI narrative or a gaming narrative. I think in the current market conditions, we don't really have anything that's really standing out currently besides meme coins, I guess, continually finding new pumps and then going to zero, right? But in terms of an overarching narrative right now in the market, I don't see very much. Earlier this year, we had some AI coins doing really well. We had some gaming coins doing well briefly. I think that gaming is going to make a massive comeback at some point in this market cycle. I don't know when that's going to be. We do have some really beautiful games that are coming up, which could make the difference in terms of launching some kind of gaming hype. Off the Grid is one I'm an investor in, and they haven't launched yet, but they've got a beautiful looking game. It's got really good reviews from big gaming streamers and stuff like that. They got Neil Blomkamp, the guy who made District 9.
Okay, yeah, I just saw that. I think another person I follow on Twitter was talking about, and that's going to be a crypto game because I saw it was also coming out for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, it's coming out on major consoles and it's built on
Really?
Avalanche. It's built on the
wow.
Avalanche blockchain. And so there's going to be an in-game token and in-game NFTs and stuff like that. So this is probably one of the biggest launches ever for a crypto native game going mainstream. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. If it takes off, then that has potential to spark a gaming run. But we're not there yet. It hasn't launched yet. And market sentiment more broadly, especially for altcoins, is very much down right now. So there's no definitive narrative that's building up at this time, but that can change real fast.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I'll have to look into that Off the Grid because I saw it and I was like, when I went and looked at the website, I was like, oh, this isn't a crypto project. This is for PlayStation and Xbox. So I didn't dig too deep into it, but I didn't realize that it was also going to be built on Avalanche with in-game tokens and NFTs. That's pretty cool.